Hello and welcome to another edition of Minecraft Pocket Edition. What's distracting me is for some reason, when I shrink the screen and bring it back, my avatar turns into a black void. That even happens in the physical world as well. Anyway, when we last were playing this, we were working the farm after, for the most part, finishing up the house. The mansion, that is. So here's the world, the village à diets, as they say in French. And we'll show you where we left off once it loads in. And I'm playing this on a small phone, an LG G5. The speaker and microphone combination are easy to cover up, so I will wind up to some degree or fully cover those holes unintentionally and result being muffled sound and or raspy sound effects, especially the more they're covered. We finished this AFK house because things within 4 chunks of you will grow, anything living like crops, animals. I want to keep that away from the mansion spawning in over there because this game suffers from quite a bit of slowdown. We got some beets over there, and we definitely got the wheat growing there and the potatoes. But we're missing... Actually, I didn't want to put the beets there, but I did. I want to put the beets here. I want to get carrots. And I also want other things like saddles for the horses, so I can fill up the stables that are behind the house over there. But I need to go home to do that, and this is a big project that we are going to undertake. We will be going to the Nether, and we're going to build a path that goes from here, the Nether hub, or the Nether that, the portal that this winds up going to the portal that goes to the home village. It's about 2,200 blocks away in the land of the Nether, but in order to do that, just like, let's see if it's there, see if we can... They do keep them with that. Alright, somewhere in here there's the ability to use use coordinates, and I'm not seeing that right now. Alright, so okay, there it is. And it's not available unless I kill the game. Now I can't remember where it was. Alright, yep, X. Controller, profile, no. Oh, where the heck is it? Come on, you know what? I don't know why I can't find it all of a sudden. Alright, it took a little bit to realize I had to go into the world options. I had to actually stop the game so I could put the position into the thing. We should be ready to go. The position will change. It's going to be nearly close to zeros. We're at 2048. Okay, we are going the wrong direction there. And we need to be going that way there. So what we also need to do is get rid of that gas, because those are not good. We could use a pickaxe. Shovel, I'm not so sure of. I saw the gas, but the gas disappeared. We're prepared. So now what we want to do is I'm just gonna work our way let's see. Let's head back a little bit and or hit the jump button. That might help. We don't want a thing here. Actually, I want to let's see how much of this we can do with so much excitement, you know? Alright, so no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to. Okay, can something go right? Something has to go right. Alright, I don't think I angered anyone. Yeah, they just look curious as to what I was doing. Alright, so far we've got a path that will get us to where we're going, which is good. And that might have ended. No, it hasn't. What I don't like is that it is teetering on nothingness here. But that's how we gotta get from point A to B, is we gotta take a risk here and there. Okay, you can move. There we go. And we have a problem with lava flow. That's not good. I know I'm putting those a bit close, but the whole point is that I don't want to put these where we have to guess. We want to be really definitive as to where the path is. Especially if a gas decides to attack and might take out something. Then we'll still have a strong visual reference as to where we're going. And here's where it comes to an end. Alrighty, that's the easiest path to where we're going. I'll come back a little later when we get a little further. Well, I don't know how I got up here, but I spawned up here. As you can tell, we are back home because we had an unfortunate incident trying to make a path from the Nether portal to the portal in that building. About halfway through, a gas came, hit me, knocked me off my perch while I was building a path, and into the lava, and died. I had a failed recording incident. I don't know if I'm going to survive this fall, and I did. I don't know why I spawned up there, because I was inside this monster grinder that doesn't seem to work anymore. So the whole purpose of this, now that I have to regain everything, is when I open the doors, get in, is the monsters would spawn in, they would go down this river, and go up the water elevator. I'm at a bowling competition that this channel helps support. Now they just stand there. They don't even bother trying to swim. So I think I gotta get a bucket and add another layer of water. That's my guess to fix the problem. So I'll have to stand a little more this way. Or raise it by one way or the other. Let's see if we can do this on camera. And we can hit the button. I'm positive we got a bucket. So nothing has gone smooth. I've recorded this whole thing and surprise, surprise, the recorder didn't get anything. Well, this is going a little smoother, and I mean a little. Not a lot. So I got a couple of buckets. And we can move the player. Okay, I need the buckets now. So, yeah. We're going to need some food, definitely.
Glad to finally meet you in person.
Alrighty. And this thing didn't want to open. Come on. Alright, we got the... Someone was good to see me in person, but... I honestly did not know how to respond to that. I feel bad for him. So, one more bucket here. And... another bucket here. And... if anything, they're trying to get at me. So fortunately, we got a... Yeah, this is going to need retooling. Something is very wrong with this. Yeah, they don't swim anymore. This is terrible. So this needs to be fixed. So what we need to do now is move the player. Yeah, this needs to be fixed. Can't continue with things the way this is. Unfortunately, it seems the water elevator is busted. I think there's a way to fix that, but I'm not 100% sure how. Yeah, we can shut the door. There we go. Why are we snapping? Hit the bed. Yeah, I think there is a way to fix this. Oh, you got some magnet blocks. I think that requires it. Anyway, I'm going to tinker around with this thing, and I'll be back. Well, it looks like the new way monsters work. I mean, this tower kinda did okay. The water's still held, but zombies, as this was a zombie grinder, they don't swim anymore. So this whole tower is completely useless. I'm not getting rid of it because it's kind of a monument to a trap that I actually built that for some odd reason actually worked, and we're snapping for no reason. Okay, now if we can let me into the building, there we go. This is the zombie grinder that we all know and love from earlier shows. quite a while ago, since we were at the mansion some 20 kilometers away, the zombies will typically spawn in here, and we changed how it works. There we go. I just had to stretch it out. I had to move the, because the water went to the tunnel over there, I had to, I think, if I jump you can see it. No, but under those two blocks there is where the water starts. And they fall down a hole that brings them inches to their death, and this is where they collect now. Unfortunately, I cannot bring them down to a single hit. It's either hit them twice or get absolutely nothing. In other words, they die. So, yeah, the swords will still be a very useful thing here. Just like before, the tower is nothing more than just a little memento of times past. Plus, it's a nice big flag to show where it is, and we can let me in now. Can't put levers there because then the monsters, I can't shut the doors. I don't know how it works in Pocket Edition / Bedrock, but in Java at one point, if I put levers on opposite sides of the doors, only one set would work, so hence the buttons. So that's all I got. Now it's a matter of just sitting and waiting for a ton of these to go through there, enchant all my armor, and head back to the mansion and start the whole process of making that connection from the Nether, from here to the mansion. Something like that. Anyway, time to do some boring stuff. See you later. Well, it took several deaths, but ultimately I made a link between the mansion way out that way and plop a torch, and here to home. No more 1 hour 20,000 block treks. It's about 2,500 now, maybe 3,000 with the path that I had to make. It's not all 100% safe, but we do have some stuff we want to bring with us before we go, which I forgot to load in when I started this recording. So, let's go inside, get our valuables. Oh no, that's not where I really wanted to go. They're pretty valuable, but this is what I want. Horse armor, horse armor, horse armor. Definitely the horse armor. I got some beets, carrots, which are missing over at the mansion. So we are prepared in the food department as well. I should always look, because this is kind of a weak spot right here. Something that could go hiss boom could be there, and wasn't paying attention. Oh, we could also use a melon. Let's move. Yep. We can convert those to seeds later. Anyway, what I'm going to do is show you the path, and it should be successful. Anything else that we want to bring over? More horse armor, of course, because that's where all the horses are. And here we are. We can go now. There we go. The path has been completed and is marked with a big quote-unquote M on it. So what I'm going to do now is, this should be successful because it's a much shorter trip, is I'm going to time-lapse the travel from here to the mansion. And like I said, it's not 100% safe, but it's fairly brain dead. You ready? Here we go. And here we are. All the valuable loot we need. We got the valuables chest over here in the mansion. Yeah, right here. You can put this, that, and that there. Then we can take our inventory, put this here, put that there, put that there. Actually, we could use the watermelon if we do that. And inventory, please. Put that here. Yep, we can do that. Now we have what we need. We can run when we double tap the run button. That's how that works. I swear, I didn't want it to work. It never does. Anyway, have the potatoes. A skeleton. We can deploy. I swore this was carrots. What do we have here? Yeah, you can move the player. No, we can, Alright, I'm gonna want the carrots over here. So, there's not enough to break out the hoe, but just enough to get this job done. Just to get it started. And there we go. We also have the beetroot seeds, which, yeah, we are going to need the hoe. Did I put that in here? I believe I have. Yes, we did. Now we can take that, put it there. Yep, we can hit the X, and that means we stop. Yeah, we can go down the ladder. Down the ladder. Down the ladder. Down the ladder. Come on, do the job. The job is to go down the ladder. Didn't ask for that. Asked for you to go down the ladder. Jeez. Of course, on camera it has to be difficult. It did just fine beforehand. Camera? No. That's right, you just tap the area you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good enough for now. We're trying to speed this up. And finally, we have the seeds for the regular melons. 1, 2, 3. Which is what the watermelon wound up being. Just the 3 seeds there. And we have potatoes. I know we already had some, but why not just add some more while we're at it? And if we can place some potatoes, that'll be good. And that'll be it for this little segment. We want to move to the side. That way we can keep putting in more potatoes. There. Now every crop is here that is useful. And we got a horse. We can tame that horse. We can put it in our stables. That'll be another video. And snap! That's how we start. I tell you, once the camera is rolling, the thing just doesn't want to do what it has to do. It just does its own thing. And failed to jump, which I usually can, but of course, as I say, as soon as I turn on the cameras, we move the player. Alright. Need to tame the horses. Now the thing is, before we do that, let's just put away some of this nether stuff that we don't really need in our inventory. There we go. Now we have the valuables. And I've brought the armor, but you know what I never brought and was pretty much a valuable anyway? The saddles. Good job. Well, gonna have to come back, go through that whole thing again, and fix that problem. But before we do that, I want to put away some things that are somewhat valuable that I don't want to lose. You might not think a diamond hoe is valuable, but I kind of do. And the bone meal to just propagate, continue the expansion of the garden that we're growing. Is this the side? Or is this the side? Okay, this is the side. Because it's got the pillars to show where it is. Well, we'll be back when we're back at the mansion. Well, odd thing happened. We'll get to that in a moment. But we've expanded the potato farm. It's a lot bigger. Beet farm, it's a little bigger. Carrot farm, it's a little bigger. Definitely the wheat farm, that's almost to capacity. The pumpkin farm pretty much is. And we still have the little tiny sprouts there, and there for the regular melons. Anyway, we have a horse. It's in our gardens. That's not good. Plus, I went back home to base to get myself a saddle so we can ride this thing. So we're gonna try and tame it. What I also failed to do is move this to that and feed the horsey if he wants to stand still a little bit. There. Now let's try and mount him again. If we feed him, he'll give us a better chance. That didn't work. Keep going till we do. Every time we do is a 5% chance added to our percent. There it is. You start with 0%. The first time you're going to get bucked off pretty much. See how this guy rides? He's pretty fast. And I'm outside a laundromat as a car going probably about 40 down a 30 zone. Blasting their no talent stuff in. This horse plus this phone equals very uncontrollable at this speed. So here we go. We got a horse. And a lot of stuff that shouldn't be here. Wow, you are very tough to control. It's not the door I wanted. I want that one and that one. Alright, now what we could do is actually take back the mount and off the horse, go through the horse because that's a natural thing. We got a horsey. There's more to do. If there's one close by, we'll try another one. I think there was one nearby. I think there was a white one just down the hill where all the sheep were. Let's find out. I was positive there was a white one right here. Yep, and there he is, right in the middle. Someone's car alarm is going off. Alright, to improve our odds, we're going to feed the horse. And he will not. And there we go, automatically. This one's a lot slower, which on a Bedrock version of the game is not necessarily a bad thing. That door should never have opened. We can move. And why did we suddenly change direction? Yeah, the X is on the other side. A little consistency in the menus would be great, but we got ourselves two. I think that's all that's available around the immediate vicinity. I got plenty of gold and some apples and a player that can move. But I was positive there was another one down here. And it's a cow. But that's not what I initially seen. I thought I saw a horse that was in the immediate vicinity right here. We're not going to go too much further looking for one. Alright, so you get the idea. tame some of the horses. And maybe we'll just eat some food because we're full. Just getting rid of this stock. Funny thing happened, I was just mentioning, and I stopped midway, is I had to get rid of the bed that was in the little house that's in the garden, because for some reason the bed disappears. It's there, but it disappears. If I take it down, put it back, and sleep in it, if I quit the game afterwards and come back, I will spawn above the clouds at spawn point and die upon contact with the ground, which in actuality, the fact that I started at spawn meant that somehow I died and it just never, the act of the death just didn't take hold. So the bed that was in that building right there is now gone. Not gonna try that again. So now I got a pig population, a rabbit followed me in as well, and we got a cow population. So I believe now we can get to the point where we can shut off automatic generation. Since it's default, if we need it, we can turn it back on. Since, like I said, it's a default setting, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'm gonna tend to these farms a little more, breed these guys a little more. And there goes their car alarm again, whoever it is. Alright, that's the update. Maybe we'll have some more horses. Maybe I'll come back and just create one. See you later. Well, as you can see, I'm back home again. This was not planned. Yet again, I slept in another bed at the mansion. And then, once the day went by, I quit the game. Then I came back and somehow mysteriously spawned yet again at build height at spawn. And died. So, since I move around while I'm plummeting, I'm not 100% sure exactly where that point is. So hopefully I am going to remedy the death part of things. Here we are, where I'm not really supposed to be right now. What I did was approximately where I believe is the spawn point is, as we're randomly whacking stuff, we can actually jump now and stutter and fail to do your job. We have a 2-block deep pool, because I'm not sure if it's been fixed, but I know in 1.2 in Java and at some point in this, I believe in this, that there was a time and point in this game where if you fall from a great height, a 1-block high bit of water will not save your life. So I'm not 100% sure if that's been addressed with the Pocket/Bedrock edition, so just to play it safe, we have a 2-block deep pool of water. And there's glowstone at the bottom, so hopefully no drowned will spawn in there. So yet again, we gotta go home. Oh, the fun we have. Or should I say, our summer home. But we got that path that goes through the Nether, which significantly reduces how long it takes to get there. So I'm gonna put a few things away. Head back there. Once I go to the XP farm that we passed, the one, that tower thing that we kind of barely see it right there. That was in the middle of the screen. So somewhere in there, says the sheep. I need to put away some glowstone. I definitely don't want to lose that. We can move. It's enough to make 2, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. So, I'm going to head over to the, and people blaring the music, and I'm going to head over here. As you see in the previous video, the tunnel, the dropping thing doesn't work anymore because zombies cannot swim anymore. So now there's a giant hole that they go down, and that's what this staircase there goes to. So, I'm going to gain a ton of experience. When we come back, I believe the videos run long enough to finish this segment and then go from there. Bye, zombie. Bye, zombie. Alrighty. We're up to the new texture packs in 1.10 of the Java, not the Java, what you call it, Bedrock Edition, hence the glass there. My circle appearing a little big. Just messing around with the phone's abilities to do graphics. Okay, we got the fields pretty much all taken care of, all nice and big. Next project in another video will be ways to kill them. Well, not the horse and those guys. Well, horse was in the way and got hit. We got potatoes and we got the beetroot from heading home. We also got the pumpkins and the melons. Next project, as I said, we're going to figure out how to take care of harvesting the cows, and we're going to make a new home for the sheep. As you can tell, I put things further away from the mansion so as not to load down the game, and the sheep will be the same thing, it'll be away. I've done this before, but the mansion wasn't really as done as I would like, so I'm just going to show you the mansion all over again because we can. Over here's the pantry. I'm not going to spend time on things we've already looked at that are pretty much done. Inventory area, storage, not much to show you there. Pool hall, not much to show you there. I mean, this level's pretty much completed. The bowling alley, yeah, the video's kind of twerking a little bit. Where you dress up for bowling. Here we are, main hallway. Again, the dining room. I believe this wasn't completed, and now it is. And neither has, well, the living area has been completed. Actually, I think the whole first floor was completed. The repair shop, the Nether portal. Now we're going into territory where there were a lot of punch list items. Oh yeah, the atrium. Alright, let's go up the stairs. It's all finished up. This is the entry over here towards the guest bedroom suites. We have finally finished these. They all have beds, chairs, and what do you call it? The chests, so you can store stuff. Again, here's another room at random. There we go. And no, I didn't want to pop a torch. So we grab that. Another little waiting room area there. On this side, we have the dance floor. That we did show you. And over here, this was definitely not finished. This is the reading room. And one thing that actually still isn't finished, because I need more of the that stuff there, is the library. There's still one bookshelf that needs books. That's pretty much it. Alright. Alright, and then the upper level. We're trying to figure out what to do with the empty spot. Before we go to the empty spot, we'll go to the master bedroom. We all know what that looks like. We've been here before. It looks kind of plain, but this is the way I want it. Closets, which have nothing in them yet. I think I'm going to put all the armor drops and what have not there. Alright, I figured out what to do with the rest of it. We'll go this way. It's a bit inefficient, but we'll go this way. Made a little waiting area here. Finished up this hallway here. Another area here. And we're going to go all the way down here because the room on the left has something to do with the room on the right. And this is where... Oh, I swore I had stuff in here. This is where I'm keeping bows and arrows because this is the archery practice room right here. And you can see way over there is a target. How did I do? I'm lousy at this. Oh, I actually hit it. And on camera. That's quite neat. Alright, take that down. Just a little extra room in the back. That's where we just came from. And we have an attic that is not done. But we're going to finish that on camera, aren't we? Anyway, I did want to show you this. This is the attic. As you can see, I carpeted the whole thing. This is pretty much why it took so long to get the video. I lit it up, but believe it or not, I had problems with animals spawning up here. Cows and sheep and pigs. They actually spawned up here in the attic. And the reason I carpeted it was I came up that hatch there, which I opened. And right there was a green hissy boomy guy. And this phone lagged out so much that by the time that I got away from it, too little too late. So all the entrances are marked with a white border. So we'll go down this one, because this is where I actually started this whole project. Now, nothing spawns up here, which is how it's supposed to be. And there we go. And that'll be it for this particular episode. Next episode, we're going to take care of making a sheep farm and taking care of those the pigs and the cows for meat. And that'll be it. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.